And for second, I went with the 7, Cosmic Crisp. Was a first and second in the prospect this year. Raced exceptionally well last week, home in 26-3, but draws a bad post in here.
All right. Well, now we got something we can argue about, but we'll maybe have to put a wager on ourselves. I went with the 6. Midnight Bridget, Blake McIntosh trainee, had a nice start back at Georgian on August 10th. Finished second, just 2.5 lengths beaten. Another one I went with was the 4, Stompa, and it was up at Mohawk most recently on August 18th, and no worse than third in 4 prospect starts. I'm thinking should be in the top 2, but there, hey, we beg to differ, so maybe we'll put a coffee on that or something, or maybe the 19th hole at the golf course, perhaps.
Possibly.
All righty. We'll go to race number 5, and one of our overnight races. Gord, the non-winners at 2 here. What do you like?
I went back to the 2 again, Shame's Dream. He paced a big back half last week, and second time reg, which I like. I thought he got caught too far back last week, but he just missed to the chalk by half a length. Gate speed might be his misfortune, but he can't give up 10 lengths of Magical Bet, and that was my second choice, is number 3, Magical Bet. Great trip last week by Nick. He sat actually in as long as he could and made front about 2 steps down the backside. He looked to be pacing very comfortably last week too. And also, I kind of like Murray Breathless Colton here. I don't count him out.
The 6 moving on over. Yep.
That's right.
Yep, for sure. Murray, when he comes to the track, they're generally set to go. They're always ready here. Another one I threw in there, Gord, would have been the 5, DA Cinnamon Crunch. Had a good mile last week, just lacked some finish, but always seems to be in the hunt and maybe getting a little bit better. But aside from that, we're pretty well on track there. Now, race number 6. Note we do have a scratch. The 1, Amigo Mio, was out. So 61, folks. Amigo Mio has been scratched. We only got a field of 4 here, Gord. And what do you think here?
Chances are pretty good, Evan. I went with the 2, Villafranche. Very consistent mare. Over 355,000 in the bank. Great post to work with tonight. And I like that Nick's stuck with her tonight. He had multiple choices, and unfortunately a 53 following trip at Mohawk is not that impressive anymore. And for second, I actually did have the 1 horse, which is scratched, so I went with Mastercraft. Very consistent, 27 last week out of the 7 hole. When he stays trotting, he's very tough to beat.
You mentioned the 2, Villefranche. This horse, last time it raced at Kawartha Downs, won. It was kind of brought out of the Mohawk circuit to kind of braven him up a bit, or her up a bit, but equaled the all-aged track record,
That's right.
I believe, for trotting mares that night. So I'm looking for that one as well to put up another pretty good effort. Another one maybe in the hunt here. I went with the 3, Handsome Sebastian. Now, this horse put up 119,000 last year just in overnight racing at Mohawk. It's racing some pretty tough conditions. Just had a couple of qualifiers so far. It may need a start, but I put that one just based on pedigree. We'll go to race number 7. Race 7 is our second leg of the pick 3. Gord, and this one, non-winners of 3,000 last 5 starts. A couple other conditions written in there. Field of 6. What do you like?
Kind of an open race, Evan. I went with the 5, Gypsy Joe. He's raced exceptionally well his last 6 starts, just missing each week. 5 spot shouldn't be a problem for him. He might end up chopping out all the fractions tonight, but I think he's a much better follower. And for second, I went with the 2, Why Wouldn't You? Very nice little horse. He should be fresh, qualified decent last week, and Dave Brown just quietly puts money on horses' cards every year.
Yeah, big time there. I looked at possibly the 4. One last week, had to go 3 wide down the backstretch to clear and win by a neck. This horse lightly raced of late, so I'm kind of looking at that one. And the other one, I put the rail horse, Beach Roller. Ryan Guy, he puts this horse in contention as well, and Ryan's been doing very well on our Kawartha Down circuit as well. We'll go to race number 8 to start the late double. Star for Feed Service featured race of the night. We do have a field of 5, and Gord, what do you think?
5 horses, Evan, and it's tough to handicap. But I went with a 4 Sobble Ace. Very nice 5-year-old better than Cheddar horse. It was a runaway 52 winner here June 14th. Picks up Ryan Guy again, which isn't going to hurt him. And he comes from great connections, and he should work out a good trip in here. And for second, I went with the 5 Artie's Ideal. Class all the way with over 720,000 in the bank. Won an amazing trip last at odds of 83-1, pacing it back half and 54 flat. Short field, I mean, will only work to his advantage.
Did you listen to the call in Mohawk there with number 5 Artie's Ideal?
That was an amazing call.
Yeah, I went with a 5 Artie's Ideal. Billy Davis, he pretty well knifed his way in the stretch and, carved out a win there just by a neck. So, yeah, I like the 5 there as well. Like you say, 83-1 bomb. Yeah, Artie's Ideal. Some pretty good class there, 720,000 in the bank. So let's go to race number 9, Gord, our final race of the night. And if I remember right, I think this one was a kind of a tough race to kind of pick.
Yeah, I stuck with the 6 Danish Brew. It made an untimely break August 9th, but I'm sure Nick's done his homework. Has enough gate speed to get you where you're going, and if she gets just one fraction, she will be very tough to beat and has faced a lot tougher than these. And for second, I went with the 2 Ultra Lady. Has shown flashes where she wants to be good, but just can't seem to put it together. This is a massive relief for her racing here. Her qualifier was just okay in 56-4, but it's really nice to have Dog back here again tonight.
Oh, nice to see Dagfin. Yeah, for sure. I like the 2 as well. Ultra Lady, very lightly raced. I imagine if Dagfin's coming, I imagine that horse should be ready to go. I went with the 1 as well. I'm really not doing too many surprises on this one, but we only do have a field of 7. Closed well on August 9th at Kawartha, gaining 5 lengths in the stretch. So I'd throw the 1, 2, and I threw the 4 in as well. PL Sriracha seems to be a pretty good check getter here at Kawartha as well. So anyway, folks, we're giving you some picks there to go by. And anything more to add, Gord, on tonight's card?
No, just thanks a lot, Evan. Your pleasure.
Back at you, big fella. Anyway, all the best there, folks. We'll get the rest of the changes for you tonight. One other change to note was in race 6. I believe we did touch on the 1. Amigo Mio is out. And in the, I'm going to try and find that one. I believe it was race 3. Race number 3, the 9, Ace 44 Zeus, has been scratched. We'll get the bridle changes and equipments coming up momentarily. And once again, hello everyone and welcome to Kawartha Downs. We did pass along a couple of scratches, but we'll go over them one more time. First of all, we got a fast track tonight. Temperature of 20 degrees. We'd like to welcome our participants in the OSS Prospect Series for 2-year-old filly pacers. We have 2 divisions going tonight. First of all, let's go to our changes on tonight's card. First one comes in race number 3, race 3. Scratch the 9, ace 44 Zeus, 39. Ace 44 Zeus is scratched. Race 4 is good. 5 is good. Go to race 6. Scratch the 1, Amigo Mio. Amigo Mio, 61, has been scratched. Note there's no show wagering in tonight's 6th race. No show wagering in the 6th race. Last change, race number 9. 7, Incredible Hall. Remove the Murphy on the left side. Remove Murphy left on 97, Incredible Hall. And before we get going, we would like to salute one of our own horsemen who raced a lot of years here. Then he got pretty adept at the trotters, Mr. John Bax. We want to wish John and wife Vicky congratulations on their induction in the 2025 Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame. John also inducted a few years back into the Peterborough and District Sports Hall of Fame. He's got quite a resume here. If you flip to the centerfold, you can read all about it. John Bax, some of his top horses, of course, Good Times, Define the World, Riveting Rosie, a host of others. John Bax, congratulations to the entire Bax family on John and, we'll say, Vicky's induction in the 2025 Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame. Congratulations to John Bax. Got about 5 minutes until post time for tonight's first race. I see the horses now leaving the paddock area. They're going to be entering the track for tonight's first race post parade. Race number 1 kicks off our pick 5, first leg, as well as it's our first half of the daily double with exactor and triactor wagering. We got a field of 7 in parade for tonight's first. The 1, Bet I Will. Reg Gassian driving for trainer Anthony Beaton, owned by the Hutt Racing Stable. Number 2 is Lucky's Big Boy. Doug Brown gets the call for trainer Mike Wade, owned by Craig Turner. 3 is Fear Giver. Ryan Guy aboard for co-owner and trainer Jason Woodward. Jason sharing ownership with Sean Hannigan. 4 is Better Be Home Soon. Brad Ray gets the call for owner-trainer Dave Brown. 5 is Hey I Can Fly. Doug High, he does it all. 6 is Heads Carolina. Murray Breather drives and trains for owner Brian Scott. The 7, Wicked Words. Nick Boyd gets the call for trainer Amanda Riley, owned by the Hutt Racing Stable. Field of 7 go postward for tonight's first race. First half of the double, first leg of the pick 5, exactor and triactor wagering. Post time in about 3 minutes from now. Great to see the boss out here tonight too, Heather. Great to see you, Reg. Attaboy. Inside 3 minutes. Two-minute warning. Starting gate moving into position for tonight's first race. Your last chance to wager. Starter calling the field of the gate for tonight's first race. From the rail out, number 1, Bet I Will with Reg Gassy. And 2, Lucky's Big Boy is Doug Brown. 3, Fear Giver with Ryan Guy. The 4, Better Be Home Soon with Brad Ray. 5, Hey I Can Fly with Doug High. 6, Heads Carolina has Murray Bether. And on the outside, it's the 7, Wicked Words with Nick Boyd. Post time for race number 1 here at Kawartha Downs. Kick swings down the backstretch as we kick off another card of harness racing here in Central Ontario. Field for the first here at Kawartha Downs in motion, and there they go. And from the outside, that's a Wicked Words floating out there to grab the early lead. Lucky's Big Boy second off the wings. Bet I Will, followed by Hey I Can Fly, getting a nice start fourth. Racing in fifth, that's Better Be Home Soon, followed by Heads Carolina and Fear Giver, the early trailer. A battle up front between Lucky's Big Boy and Wicked Words. Wicked Words thinks better. Tucks in and now for a pocket trip. Opening quarter, a very brisk 26-3. It's Lucky's Big Boy and Doug Brown, followed by Wicked Words about 8 lengths back to Bet I Will. Better Be Home Soon, sitting in fourth. Nasty break there by Heads Carolina. Now has to pull to the outside. Troubles in the backfield from Hey I Can Fly. Makes way for Fear Giver to move up to grab fifth. Still on a run, that's Heads Carolina. Hey I Can Fly had some troubles as well. Halfway home in 55-4 for Lucky's Big Boy. Leads it by about a length and a half over Wicked Words. Should be a good dogfight as they move down the backside. About 7 back to Bet I Will, followed by Better Be Home Soon and Fear Giver. Further back, Hey I Can Fly and Wicked Words still on a run. It's Lucky's Big Boy still in charge as Wicked Words content to ride pocket as they approach the 3/4 mile mark. Closing some ground there. That's Bet I Will in third, 3/4 of 125. Field moves into that far turn, and Lucky's Big Boy still with the engine. Not flushed out yet. It's Wicked Words, and Bet I Will has caught the pack. It's between Fear Giver and Better Be Home Soon for the scraps. They come for home, and Lucky's Big Boy looking to go gate to wire. Lucky's Big Boy, Wicked Words is yet to engage, and Bet I Will, but it's Lucky's Big Boy getting it done. Lucky's Big Boy in front, Wicked Words second, Bet I Will third, 155-2. Numbers up, 2713, 2713. Here comes your winner for race number 1. It's the 2 Lucky's Big Boy. Nice 5-2 return for the 4-year-old gelding by Big Jim out of the Northern Luck mare, Madame Luck. Owned by Craig Turner of Ingersoll, trained by Mike Wade, and driven to victory by Doug Brown. That's a maiden breaking performance for Lucky's Big Boy, 155-2. Here's connections there in the winner's circle. Mike Wade, Anne-Marie Colville and company to celebrate along with Doug Brown, Lucky's Big Boy, your winner. 155-2 to break the maiden. Like to remind everyone, don't throw away those non-winning tickets. We do have non-winning ticket draws taking place throughout the night. Simply put your name on the back of that non-winning ticket, deposit it in the drum in the lower level of the grandstand. Note you must be at least 18 years of age, and you must be present to win. So deposit those non-winning tickets in the drum, and while you're down in that lower level, why not pick up a 50-50 ticket for the Ontario Standardbred Adoption Society. They're selling tickets, $2 each, 3 for $5. Winner will be drawn after tonight's 8th race. It is for a really good cause. The Ontario Standardbred Adoption Society, $2, 3 for $5. Winning 50-50 winner in prior weeks had won over $400, I believe it was. So for a couple of bucks, you could take home an extra $400 in your pocket. Something as well we'd like to encourage is the HPI Bet app. If you have a smartphone, take a look at the back of the program, scan the barcode to get started. You can bet right from your picnic table or right from your bench right here out on the asphalt. Avoid the lines. Use the HPI Bet app to make your life a heck of a lot easier. But if you do decide to do it, go up to the windows. Please have your wagering information all set to go. Just makes things much quicker, speeds up the whole process. If you could do that, that would be muchly appreciated. Official 2713, Lucky's Big Boy 730, 340, 230, Wicked Words 210 across, Bet I Will 220, 27 Exactor 1380, your 271 Triactor $16.30. Order up for the first race. Bet I Will was third. Lucky's Big Boy, your winner. Fear Giver was fourth. Better Be Home Soon, fifth. Hey, I Can Fly, six. Heads Carolina, seventh. And Wicked Words was second. Top down, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 on the bottom. Lucky's Big Boy putting up a maiden breaking performance of 155 and 2. Post time for the second race, back half of the double, set to go in about 8 minutes from now. Race number 2 kicks off our Prospect Series tonight. 2 divisions on the card. It's for 2-year-old pacing fillies. How are you, Gina? Hello, Brian. How are you guys? You didn't have far to come. Horses entering the track for tonight's second race at your Prospect Series for 2-year-old pacing fillies. We got a field of 6 to contest the back half of the daily double. Introducing the field, number 1 is Born to Fly, a stag party filly, bred by the Winback Farm, owned by Francois Morin. Gerard Demers trains. Ryan Guy will captain the drive. Number 2 is Exquisite Dancer, a cattle wash filly, bred by a numbered company, Ontario Incorporated, owned by Ted Hallett and Don Brown of Lindsay in Little Britain. Murray Breather trains. Reg Gassian gets the call. Number 3 is 7 Summers Ago, a cattle wash filly, bred by the Sea Spray Stables, owned by Wendy Timpano, Frank Tucci, and the Sea Spray Stables. Mike Timpano trains. Brad Ray aboard. Number 4 is Poisonous Delight, a Bettor's Delight filly, bred by the Winback Farm, owned by the Hutt Racing Stable. Anthony Beaton trains. Doug Brown at the helm. Number 5 is Riding the Rodeo, another cattle wash filly, bred by Stephanie Smith, owned by the stable Riding the Rodeo. Dominic Gladue trains. Nick Boyd will drive. Number 6, Like a Fine Wine, a Sunshine Beach filly, bred by Rob McIntosh Stables Incorporated. Ed Pilon, Zina Gad El Rab, Eric Beaujour sharing the ownership. Kyle Fellows trains. Damian McClellan will drive. Field of 6 for tonight's second race. It's your Prospect Series. They go postward in about 3 minutes from now. 3 minutes to post time. Two-minute warning, 2 minutes till post time. Gina? Gina? Yes. Would you and Brian like to come up and watch a race sometime? After I give the changes for race, or the prices for race 2, walk right up top and I'll meet you at the top of the steps. Bring your group too, Gina, if you want. Two-minute warning. Once again, we'd like to remind everyone to make your wagering selections early and get to the windows to avoid being shut out. We're inside a minute now until post time as the starting gate sets up into position for race number 2. It's our OSS Prospect Series for 2-year-old pacing fillies. Two-year-old pacing fillies being called to the gate for tonight's second race at your OSS Prospect Series. Got a field of 6 approaching the starting gate. And from the rail out, the 1 Born to Fly with Ryan Guy. 2 is Exquisite Dancer with Reg Gassian. 3 7 summers ago as Brad Ray. 4 Poisonous Delight with Doug Brown. 5 Riding the Rodeo with Nick Boyd. And on the outside, it's the 6 Like a Fine Wine with Damian McClellan. 6 to the gate for tonight's second race at your Prospect Series here at Kawartha Downs. Horses are in the hands of the starter. It's post time. Gate swings down the backstretch for tonight's second race. Back half of the double. Here OSS Prospect Series for 2-year-old pacing fillies. on the move, and there they go. And they're off and pacing, riding the rodeo. A nice beginning from the 5-hole. Right alongside, that's Like a Fine Wine, second off the wings. Exquisite Dancer setting up in third. Fourth off the gate is Born to Fly, followed by 7 Summers Ago, and Poisonous Delight is the early trailer. Nick Boyd with Riding the Rodeo leads the charge through that first turn, and they'll make their way to that opening quarter. It's Riding the Rodeo in front. 27 seconds is your first fraction. Racing in second, that's Like a Fine Wine, about 3 further back to Exquisite Dancer. Couple further back to 7 Summers Ago, followed by Born to Fly, and the trailer is a Poisonous Delight. No change in the leader. It's still Riding the Rodeo. Leads it into the clubhouse turn. On top by just over a length. Like a Fine Wine, Pocket sitting there in second. Couple further back to Exquisite Dancer. They're at the halfway point in 56 and 4, 29 and 4 last fraction, and Riding the Rodeo setting the pace as they straighten out down the back stretch. That's Like a Fine Wine. Exquisite Dancer now goes on the attack out from third. First up, now just a length and a half from the lead. 3/8 of a mile remaining. Trying to catch that cover. That's 7 Summers Ago on the inside. Born to Fly, followed by Poisonous Delight. Pressure up front for Riding the Rodeo. And now drawing even, 126 and 3 on the outside. That's Exquisite Dancer and Riding the Rodeo. They're eye to eye as they battle through that far turn. Having to tip out 3 wide. That'll be Like a Fine Wine, followed by Born to Fly, 7 Summers Ago, and a Poisonous Delight. 3 across as they come for home. Out in the 6th hole, that's Like a Fine Wine. And Damien McClellan, they now grab the front. Exquisite Dancer trying to hang on to position. And Born to Fly. But it's Like a Fine Wine, tight for place and show between Exquisite Dancer and Born to Fly. Should be a photo there for place and show. 157 and 2. Numbers on the board, 6, 1, 2, 5. 6, 1, 2, 5. Here comes your winner, right in front of the grandstand now. It's the 6, Like a Fine Wine, taking this first division in the Prospect Series for 2-year-old pacing fillies. Nice 3-wide spin down the stretch for driver Damien McLennan. Like a Fine Wine, your winner, a 2-year-old filly by Sunshine Beach out of the Sports Rider mare Petal Silster. Bred by the Rob McIntosh Stables of Windsor. Owned by David Pilon and Eric Beaujour. Kyle Fellows trains with Damien McClellan captaining the win. Like a Fine Wine, hitting a new lifetime mark of 157 and 2. Takes his first division in the Prospect Series. It's official, 6125. Prices coming up. Don't forget, if you've got a non-winning ticket, put your name on the back. Your chance to pick up on some second chance prize draws. Put your name on it. You must be 18 years of age or older and present to win. Prices up like a fine wine, $630, $350, $210. Born to Fly, $680, $270. Exquisite Dancer, $210. Your 2-6 double returning $40.70. Your 6-1 exactor returning $45.90. The 6-1-2 try, $83.15. Horses now entering the track for tonight's third race. Second division of the Prospect Series for 2-year-old pacing fillies. Got a field of 8 lining up to the gate. On track for the third race, number 1 is Cabo San Lucas, a Bettor's Delight colt, bred by the Winback Farm, owned by the Hutt Racing Stable. Kyle Fellows trains with Damien McClellan. My correction there, folks. I had an old program. Would you believe it? Race number 3. It's not the Prospect Series. 1, the Devil You Know, Reg Gassian for trainer Steve Gassian. Beth Doyle owns. 2, Always Adele Murray Breather is your driver. Owner and trainer Russell Moore and co-owner Barb Fry. Number 3, Cove Beach, Damien McClellan in the bike for trainer Cindy Horner. Owned by Madison and Walter Stapleton. Number 4, Cody's Moment. Nick Boyd gets the call for trainer Mark Goddard, owned by Chrissy High. Number 5 is Determined. Ryan Guy aboard for owner and trainer J.C. Woodward. J.C. sharing ownership with brother Joshua Woodward. 6, the Colt. Drew Smythe for owner and trainer Gordon Lee. Mackenzie Lee sharing in the partnership. Number 7 is Beth. Brad Ray driving for owner trainer David Brown. 8, Bag of Cash. Doug Brown drives for owner and trainer Dr. Pete Johnston. And we're going to scratch the 9, Ace 44 Zeus. Field of 8 for tonight's third race. They'll go postward in about 4 minutes from now. Two-minute warning. 2 minutes. Starter calling the field to the gate for tonight's third race. Field of 8 moving up. Number 1, the Devil You Know with Reg Gassian. 2 is Always Adele, has Murray Breather. 3 is Cove Beach, Damian McClellan. The 4, Cody's Moment with Nick Boyd. 5, Determined, Ryan Guy. The 6, The Colt with Drew Smythe. Outside 2 are 7, Beth with Brad Ray. And the 8, Bag of Cash with Doug Brown. Scratch the 9, Ace 44, Zeus. 8 on the gate for race 3. It's post time. Gate swings down the back stretch for tonight's third race. Field of 8 on the gate. They're picking up speed, and there they go. And they're off and pacing quickly out from the 4-hole. There goes Cody's Moment to grab the front alongside. That's the Devil You Know, second off the wings. Racing in third, that's Determined. And on the inside, setting up fourth by that 8th marker, that's Always Adele, followed by the Colt and Cove Beach. Your final 2 are Beth and Bag of Cash. In front, Cody's Moment and Nick Boyd. They take the field around that first turn to the opening quarter-mile mark in a 27-4 clip. Leading the way, it's Cody's Moment in front. On the outside, applying a pressure, that's Determined. The Devil You Know is sitting in third. Racing in fourth, that's Always Adele, followed by the Colt, Beth, and Bag of Cash. Can see them all as they move towards the halfway point. Nick Boyd with Cody's Moment still in command. Racing second on the outside, Determined, getting a good trip, but getting roughed up. Still hasn't seen the rail. 57 seconds to the halfway point. It's Cody's Moment and Determined, followed by the Devil You Know. Racing in third, Always Adele sits fourth. Racing in fifth, it's the Colt, followed by Cove Beach, Beth, and Bag of Cash. Had better pick it up or not going to get any cash as they race towards the 3/4 mile mark. It's still Cody's Moment. Nick Boyd takes a peek over the right shoulder. He's got some 3 wide pressure. Always Adele and Determined are there applying pressure. 125 and 2. Cody's Moment steps on the gas now with some separation. Leads it by 2.5 through that far turn. Determined now from between. The Devil You Know locked in on that ground saving trip there in third. Racing in fourth, that's Always Adele. The field swings home, and they're chasing the front runner, Cody's Moment, who leads the way. Always Adele trying to close. Here comes Cove Beach from off the pace. Cody's Moment and Nick Boyd have enough to get it done. Gate to wire. Cody's Moment in front. Second was Always Adele. Looks like Determined for the show spot. 156 and 2. Thank you, Heather.
Don't forget, if you haven't put your non-winning tickets into the second chance draw, we will be drawing here right after this race is made official. Any non-winning tickets, make sure to double check for your chance to win additional prizes on tonight.
Four, 2, 5, 3 are numbers on the board. There's Nick Boyd, win number 450 in his career. Gets it done with number 4, Cody's Moment, a gate-to-wire trip for the 5-year-old daughter by Control the Moment out of the Mach 3 mare, Shelley's Silver Moon. Owned by Chrissy High of Fraserville, trained by Mark Goddard, and driven to victory by Nick Boyd. Cody's Moment, 156 and 2. Second win in 2025 for Cody's Moment. Now official. Numbers up 4253, Cody's Moment 230, 210, 210. Always Adele 340, 290, determined 440. 4-2 exactor $6.80, 425 triactor $91.10. Order of finish on the third race. The Devil You Know was 6th, Always Adele 2nd. Cove Beach 4th, Cody's Moment your winner. Determined was third, the Colt fifth, Beth was seventh, Bag of Cash eighth, and Ace 44 Zeus was scratched. Top down, 624, 13578 scratch. Cody's Moment, your winner in a time of 1:56 and 2. That's win number 450 in the driving career of Nick Boyd. Post time for the 7th race set to go in about 10 minutes from now. Prospect Series continuing for 2-year-old pacing fillies, second division of the evening. 10 minutes to post time.
Hey, Evan. We're just going to get ready. Any last-minute tickets here from non-winning tickets for this first of four draws tonight? Make sure you sign your name. Must be 18 and must be present to win.
I await your command, Lindsay.
Hold on. Evan, we're just giving this a big spin right now. I'm going to reach my hand here and grab one of these names. I am looking for Doug Cramp. Doug Cramp. If you can make your way to the second chance draw, you've just won yourself a betting voucher.
Doug Cramp, I believe it was. You're a winner in our second chance draw. Congratulations. Horses entering the track for tonight's fourth race at your Prospect Series for 2-year-old filly pacers. Introduced in the field, number 1 is Bull by the Horns, a Bulldog Hanover filly, bred by Mark and Stephanie Horner. Brad Grant owns, Anthony Beaton trains, Doug Brown will drive. 2, Atomic Bet, a betting line filly, bred by the Winback Farms, owned by Bruno LePage. trained by Dominic Gladue and driven by Murray Breather. Number 3, Century Montana, a Bulldog Hanover filly, bred by the Century Spring Farms, owned by Yolanda Fellows, Blair Corbet, Windermere Stables LLC, and Mike McAllister. Kyle Fellows trains with Ryan Guy aboard. Number 4 is Stompa, a cattle wash filly, co-owned and bred by Wendy Timpano, Frank Tucci, and the Sea Spray Stables. Mike Timpano trains for driver Reg Gassian. 5 is Jalapeno Cheddar, a Better Than Cheddar filly, bred by the Winback Farm, owned by Robert Bridges. Anthony Beaton trains for driver Nick Boyd. Number 6 is Midnight Bridget, a betting line filly, bred by the Winback Farm, owned by the Hut Racing Stable and Blake McIntosh. Blake McIntosh trains. Brad Ray will captain the drive. Number 7 is Cosmic Crisp, a McWicked filly, another one bred by the Winback Farm, owned by the Hut Racing Stable. Herb Holland trains for driver Damian McClellan. 7 go to the gate for tonight's 4th race. It's your OSS Prospect Series for 2-year-old pacing fillies. Post time in about 4 minutes from now. Gina, flash me your cell number. Just three minutes to post. Heather, can you forward those pictures to Gina right there? Awesome. Thanks. Starting gate moving into position for tonight's fourth race. Last chance to wager. We're inside a minute until post time. Starter calling the field to the gate for tonight's fourth race. It's your OSS Prospect Series for 2-year-old pacing fillies, second division. Set to roll as they line up to the gate from the rail out. Number 1 is Bull by the Horns with Doug Brown aboard. 2 is Atomic Bet with Murray Breather. 3, Century Montana with Ryan Guy. 4, Stompa has Reg Gassian in the bike. 5 is Jalapeno Cheddar with Nick Boyd. 6, Midnight Bridget with Brad Ray. And on the outside, it's the 7, Cosmic Crisp with Damian McClellan. 7 on the gate for tonight's fourth race. It's your OSS Prospect Series for 2-year-old pacing fillies. Horses are in the hands of the starter. It's post time. Gate swings down the backstretch for tonight's fourth race. OSS Prospect Series continuing. They're on the move. And they're off. And pacing, it's a Stompa out from the midfield to grab the top. But there's Midnight Bridget stepping on the gas to grab the lead now. Midnight Bridget, Stompa, and Jalapeno Cheddar is third as they move into that first turn. Century Montana is racing in fourth and fifth. That's a Cosmic Crisp. Your final 2 are Atomic Bet and Bull by the Horns, the early trailer. Brad Ray with Midnight Bridget out in front to about a 4-length cushion at the opening quarter, 27 and 3. Midnight Bridget in front. Racing in second as they come in front of us, it's a Stompa, followed by Jalapeno Cheddar, and Century Montana races in fourth and fifth. That's a Cosmic Crisp, who's taken to peaking action to the outside. Gap trailers are Atomic Bet and Bull by the Horns. Into the clubhouse turn, Midnight Bridget and Brad Ray. They'll take them to the halfway point in a time of 57 and 3. It's Midnight Bridget showing the way by about 3 lengths now over Stompa, Jalapeno Cheddar. There comes a move now. Century Montana first up from fourth, now third, now second. Century Montana now goes off stride there and has to move to the outside. Century Montana is out of it, causing difficulties there for the 7, Cosmic Crisp. In front, it's still Midnight Bridget, Stompa closing ground as they reach to the 3/4, just a half a length apart, 126 and 4 into that far turn. Stompa on the outside, now slight advantage. Midnight Bridget is racing in the second. There's Atomic Bet tipping out 3 wide, and Jalapeno Cheddar is fourth. They come for home, and in front it's Stompa and the gas man. Atomic Bet and Murray Breather trying to close. Atomic Bet on the outside. Stompa still has the advantage. Stompa and Atomic Bet together. It's Stompa. Half a length to spare. Atomic Bet was second. Looks like it's Jalapeno Cheddar over Midnight Bridget. 156 and 3. Numbers up 4, 2, 5, 6. Please hold all tickets. We do have a driver's objection, 3 on the 4. Please hold all tickets. Driver objection, 3 on the 4. Unofficial numbers on the board are 4, 2, 5, 6. We do have a driver's objection. 3 against 4. Please hold all tickets. Ladies and gentlemen, there's also an inquiry up on the 1 bull by the horns, possible broken equipment before the start. Judges are reviewing the film as well regarding the driver objection. 3 against 4. Please hold all tickets. Regarding the driver objection, 3 on the 4. The driver objection has been disallowed. Inquiry still concerning possible broken equipment on the 1 bull by the horns before the start. Once again, the inquiry is still up. It regards possible broken equipment on the one bull by the horns before the start. Please hold all tickets. There is your winner. Number 4, Stampa, a cattle wash filly out of the American Ideal mare Stiletto Blue Chip. Owned and bred by Wendy Timpano, Frank Tucci, and Sea Spray Stables. Mike Timpano trains with Reg Gassian captaining the win. A maiden-breaking performance for Stampa, 156 in 3 in your OSS Prospect Series. Regarding the inquiry, number 1, Bull by the Horns, suffered broken equipment after the start. Therefore, there will be no refund. Numbers on the board will stand. 4, 2, 5, 6. That's official. 4, 2, 5, 6. Prices up. Stampa 350, 250, 210. Atomic Bet 10, 250. Jalapeno Cheddar 280. 4-2 Exactor 1780. You need 4-5 Try 3260.
Just a reminder, put your non-winning tickets into this second chance draw here on the main level. We will be drawing after race 5, race 7, and race 9. Non-winning tickets.
Order of finish on the 4th race. Bull by the Horns was 5th. Atomic Bet 2nd. Century Montana 6P7. Stomp It, your winner. Jalapeno Cheddar 3rd. Midnight Bridget 4th. Cosmic Crisp 7P6. Top down with corrections 527 1 3 4 6 on the bottom. Stompa, your winner. A maiden breaking performance of 156 and 3. Post time for the 5th race set to go in about 6 minutes from now. Horses will be leaving the paddock area momentarily. For draw your attention to the centerfold of today's program, we'll salute our 2025 Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame inductee, John Bax, along with his wife, Vicky. John Bax being inducted into the Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame this year. We congratulate John. Over the years, he ran the Park Hill Stud Farm off of Park Hill, the west end of Peterborough, and more recently moving to the Campbellville area. We salute John Bax. Good for you, John. Horses on track for tonight's 5th race. Number 1 is Hot Tub, Poppin' Bubbly. Drew Smythe for trainer Macy Castle, owned by Keith Castle. 2 is Shane's Dream. Reg Gassian picks up the drive for Junior Perconi. Blair Hanson, your owner. 3 is Magical Bet. Nick Boyd driving for co-owner and trainer Dr. Pete Johnson. Pete sharing ownership with Craig Watkins. 4 is Wicked Jewels. Brad Ray aboard for owners Grant and Joanne Curnow, trained by Wilfred Perot. 5 is DA Cinnamon Crunch. Doug Brown aboard for trainer Macy Castle. Keith Castle owns. 6 is Moving On Over. Murray Breather. Co-owns, trains, and drives. Murray shares ownership with Daniel Serafian. Number 7, Bozak. Ryan Guy in the bike for trainer Amanda Riley, owned by Mark, Brenda, and Anthony Lane. 7 go to the gate for tonight's 5th race. Post time in about 4 minutes from now. Three minutes. Don't forget on Saturday, September 6th here at Kawartha Downs, we're having the Wiener Dogs coming back. Wiener Dogs, Corgis, and mixed breeds, so long as they're under 20 pounds. Always a great fan exhibition here at Kawartha Downs. The Wiener Dogs with appearances made by some corgis as well, so should be lots of fun and excitement. Saturday, September 6th. See Lindsay Seeley inside, and she can set you up for all the information. All proceeds go to the Peterborough Humane Society, and Lindsay will give you all the info if you have a Dachshund or Corgi or a mixed breed to enter. Starting gate in position for tonight's fifth race, under a minute until post time. Horses up to the gate for race number 5. The 1, Hot Tub Poppin' Bubbly with Drew Smythe. 2, Shane's Dream, Reg Gassian. 3 is Magical Bet with Nick Boyd. 4, Wicked Jewels is Brad Ray. The 5, DA Cinnamon Crunch with Doug Brown. 6, Moving On Over with Murray Breather. And on the outside, it's the 7, Bozak with Ryan Guy. Post time for race 5. Gate swings down the backstretch for the 5th race. Final leg of the pick 5. Horses in motion, and there they go. And they're off and pacing it from the rail. It's Hot Tub Poppin' Bubbly. Shane's Dream is sitting in second off the wings. Wicked Jewel sets up third. Magical Bet getting away in fourth, and DA Cinnamon Crunch, followed by Bozak and Moving On Over. Through the first turn they go, and in front it's Reg Gassian with Shane's Dream. They've got the engine early. Hot Tub Poppin' Bubbly Pocket sitting in second with Wicked Jewels in third, and Magical Bet sitting fourth. Opening quarter of 27-4, and the field comes down in single file formation. They're chasing Shane's Dream. Hot Tub Poppin' Bubbly racing in second. Wicked Jewels is tracking in third. Racing in fourth, that's a Magical Bet with DA Cinnamon Crutch. And your gap 2 are Bozak, and Moving On Over can see them all. As they swing now towards the halfway point, it's Shane's Dream still in command. Nobody's pushing the pace. Shane's Dream getting to the half in 57 seconds. A 29-1. Last fraction for Shane's Dream as they spin down the backside. Here comes Magical Bet now out from fourth, now third. Magical Bet picking up positions, now sitting in second, taking aim on the front runner, Shane's Dream. Shane's Dream and Magical Bet now hook up. There's Hot Tub Poppin' Bubbly sitting in a third. Racing in fourth, that's DA Cinnamon Crunch, and Wicked Jewels is fifth. 3/4 of 125, and the field moves into the far turn. Bozak and moving on over your final two. A battle up front, Magical Bet, Shane's Dream. Those two horses are stride for stride as they race to the head of the stretch. On the inside, Shane's Dream. The outside sees a Magical Bet. Those horses are still wheel to wheel, and they're hooked up in 16th remaining. Nothing sorted out yet. On the inside, Shane's Dream. Magical Bet veers out, doesn't have it. Shane's Dream in front. Magical Bet, Wicked Jewels third. 153 and 2. Numbers up 2, 3, 4, 6. 2, 3, 4, 6. In the winner's circle, there's number 2, Shane's Dream, your winner. 4-year-old gelding by Source of Pride. Out of the Rock and Roll Hanover mare, Dreaming. Owned by Blair Hansen of Charlottetown PEI. Junior Perconi trains. Reg Gassian captaining the win. Shane's Dream. A new plateau, 153 and 2. Looks sharp in there. Shane's Dream, your winner of tonight's 5th race, final leg of the Pick 5. As soon as this race becomes official, folks, we got a special treat coming up on our in-house monitors. And as we've been talking about tonight, the Hall of Fame induction of John and Vicky Bax into the Canadian Harness Racing Hall of Fame. 2, 3, 4, 6 official. Shane's Dream return 430, 220, 210. Magical Bet 210, 210. Wicked Jewels 280. Your $1 pick 5 returning $170.55. 2-3 exactor 590, and the 2-3-4 try $12.10. Order of finish on the 5th race. Hot Tub Pop and Bubbly 7th. Shane's Dream your winner. Magical Bet was 2nd. Wicked Jewels 3rd. DA Cinnamon Crunch 5th. Moving on over 4th. And Bozak 6th. Top down 7-1-2. 3-5-4-6. Shane's Dream hitting a new lifetime mark of 1:53.2. Post time for race number 6 in about 8 minutes from now. Scratch the 1, Amigo Mio. Note there is no show wagering in this upcoming 6th race. And as we talked about, after the 6th race, we'd like to draw everyone's attention to the in-house monitors. That's after this 6th race. We're going to put the spotlight on John and Vicky Bax. John, most recently being a 2025 inductee, Hall of Fame inductee into the Canadian Horse Racing Guild. John with a pretty impressive resume. If you open up your program, read the centerfold, you'll see all the information. John's early breakthrough coming with Fax Machine, following up with Good Times, Breeders' Crown accolades, the Elite Top, several horses that anyone would be proud just to have one. John Bax and his stable. John conditioning several. Define the World, Riveting Rosie, Charmed Life, Northern Bailey. They go on and on and on. Good Times. Just a great resume, a great man and family. We'll be saluting John Bax after the 6th race. And it'll be great to see John out here on the asphalt as well. Trotters entering the track for tonight's 6th race. Inside 5 minutes until post time. Scratch the 1, Amigo Mio. Note there's no show wagering in our Hall of Fame trot here at Kawartha Downs. The 2 is Villefranche. Nick Boyd aboard for trainer Mark Goddard, owned by Howard and Joshua Kaufman and Bryn Mawr. Number 3, Handsome Sebastian, Doug High for owner and trainer Cindy Horner. Number 4, Masterwork, Damien McClellan getting the call for trainer Jean-Francois Maguire, owned by Jean Allaire, Gino Bilodeau, and Anne-Marie Demers in the GT stables. 5 is Malone, Reg Gassian driving for trainer Mark Goddard, owned by Howard and Joshua Kaufman and Bryn Mawr. 4 trotters go to the gate for tonight's 6th race, our preferred trot here at Kawartha Downs, and it's our Hall of Fame trot as we salute our 2025 Harness Racing Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. John Bax. Post time in about 4 minutes from now for race 6. Inside 2 minutes, 2 minutes till post time.
Hey, Evan. 5th race, second chance, non-winning tickets. I'm looking for Michael Brown.
Michael Brown, you are a winner in our second chance draw. Michael Brown, wherever you are, go and get your prize. Don't forget, those non-winning tickets can be winners if you put your name on the back of it. Drop it in the drum. Your chance to take home prizes tonight. Our second chance draws. Michael Brown, you're a winner. Although there's only a field of 4 in this upcoming 6th race, pretty evenly distributed betting board. Right now at even money, the 2 Villefranche at even money, 8-5, is the 3 Handsome Sebastian. Pretty impressive looking pedigree there for Handsome Sebastian, 119,000 last year on the season's earnings. Masterwork at 5-2. Coming off a recent win at Grand River in the optional 20 claimer, winning decisively by 3 lengths. And the 5 Malone, right now at 3-1. The betting board looks split in this upcoming 6th race. We're inside a minute now until post time for this preferred trot. It's our Hall of Fame trot here at Kawartha Downs as we salute our 2025 Canadian Harness Racing Hall of Fame inductee, John Bax, along with wife Vicky. Field of 4 trotters set to be called. Starting gate begins to roll for tonight's 6th race. Scratch the 1, Amigo Mio. Moving over, it's the 2, Villefranche with Nick Boyd. The 3, Handsome Sebastian, has Doug High. 4, Masterwork with Damian McClellan. And the 5, Malone with Reg Gassian. Should be a good one for this 6th race. Our preferred trot here at Kawartha Downs. It's the Hall of Fame trot. 4 on gate. It's post time. Breaking stride there for the 4, Masterwork. Gate picks up speed for the 6th race. Hall of Fame trot. And they're off and trotting, and Handsome Sebastian out like a shot off the gate quickly to a 2-length lead. Villefranche is trotting in 2nd, racing in 3rd. It's Malone, and further back, a troubled beginning there for Masterwork as they move through that first turn. It's Handsome Sebastian and Doug High leading the way. Villefranche is sitting in 2nd and racing 3rd. That's Malone, followed by Masterwork. Trotting to that opening quarter, it's Handsome Sebastian, 28-4 to the first quarter. Handsome Sebastian leads the way as they come in front of us with Villefranche trotting in 2nd. Gapped in 3rd, that's Malone. And further back, lots of difficulties there for Masterwork. Into the clubhouse turn they go, and Handsome Sebastian still leads it. Right on the helmet there is Villefranche, and Malone is tracking 3rd. Masterwork a long way back after a couple of bobbles. Halfway point reached in 58-1, and in front, Handsome Sebastian as they spin down the backside. Racing in 2nd, that's Villefranche. 3 further back, and it's Malone. Masterwork trails as they move midway down the back stretch. It's Handsome Sebastian, coming off a great season last year with over $119,000 in season earnings. Handsome Sebastian will take the field to the 3 quarters in 1:26-3. And there goes Villefranche now to work on the outside. Nick Boyd releases his charge and will go after Handsome Sebastian. Those 2 horses are stride for stride through that far turn. Malone trying to keep up as they come for home. On the inside, Handsome Sebastian. On the outside, Villefranche, Handsome Sebastian, and Doug High. They dig in. Villefranche doesn't have it. Handsome Sebastian does it in the Hall of Fame trot. Villefranche and Malone, followed by Masterwork. 1:56 the time. Numbers up. 3, 2, 5, 4. 3, 2, 5, 4. It's official. 3, 2, 5, 4. Here comes your winner of our preferred trot. It's number 3, Handsome Sebastian. 7-year-old gelding by Sebastian KS out of the Andover Hall mare, Pacific Edge. Owned and trained by Cindy Horner of Cabin Monaghan and driven to victory by the mayor of Fraserville, Mr. Doug High. Handsome Sebastian, 13th career victory. Over $245,000 now in career earnings. First win in 4 tries in 2025. Handsome Sebastian takes her Hall of Fame trot. And they're accepting her gift in our Hall of Fame trot, Cindy Horner, presented by our 2025 Canadian Harness Racing Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. John Bax and company, and wife Vicky there in the winner's circle. Joined there in the winner's circle as well by John's first employer, Carmen High. And very shortly, we will be having a presentation here in the winner's circle, and we will draw your attention to our in-house monitors. We have a very good presentation set up to salute John Bax, Vicky Bax, and family in all their accolades into the induction into the Canadian Harness Racing Hall of Fame. Prices are coming up in just a moment for tonight's 6th race. There's your prices. Handsome Sebastian, $540, $240. Villefranche AS, $210. 3-2 exacta, returning $8. The 3-2-5 try, $9.15. And as you mentioned, there in the winner's circle, we have our 2025 Canadian Harness Racing Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. John Bax, his wife Vicky, and family. John's first employer, Carmen High. To John's left, we're joined with quite a host of great people there in the winner's circle. John's niece wears many hats here at Kawartha Downs. Lindsay Bax, our harness racing manager, mutual manager, etc., etc. Here's John's brothers there in the winner's circle as well. Great to see everyone in attendance who means so much there to John. And we're going to turn things over to Lindsay Bax there in the winner's circle. Say hi to Uncle John there, Lindsay.
So we're pretty happy to have everybody here tonight. John, obviously, I might know a few things about you, even though you say you don't really want to talk, but I already know that's a lie. So does everybody else. But Vicky, you know, we were at the Hall of Fame Gala a couple weeks ago when you were officially inducted, and it's wonderful that you have the opportunity to come back to Kawartha Downs where it all started. And we have Carmen High here, who I don't know if you can fault him or you love him for this, but he gave you your first job here in racing when you went to Toronto. What was that like, and being able to stand here tonight with him?
Well, it's great to see Carm. Yeah, my first paycheck from him, he used to give me $101 cash in a brown envelope every week, so he didn't splurge. So.
You've had some amazing moments over the years, and obviously good times. Everybody's aware locally, also inducted in the Canadian Racing Hall of Fame. You had a chance to drive his last race on this surface. What did that mean? And looking back at it, 51 wins? 50? What was that like?
Well, he was getting near the end. I mean, his feet were bothering him, and I knew he was at 49, and yeah, it was a pretty nice feeling coming down the stretch when I knew I had the race won, and got a little nostalgic coming across the wire. But I think I did right by him. We kept him around. He just passed away a couple years ago, so he did a lot for our family, and I mean, I wish we had more. I'm still looking for the next good times.
Well, John, your name goes on a pretty distinguished list of Kawartha Downs Hall of Famers. We've seen some tonight with Doug Brown as a driver was inducted. Mike Wade was connected with Billy Joe Jim Bob. Also on tonight's card, Paul McDonnell, who obviously has driven a lot of horses for you and has gone on to his own Hall of Fame career. What does it mean to be inducted with some of these people that you've been connected with over the years for so long and are still here at this track mastering their craft?
Well, it is special. I wish I'd never had to move from the area, but when purses dropped from 6 million to 600,000, you couldn't make a living. So, but I think it's pretty special that 3 of the best trotters in Canada all came from this area. That's that's a bit mind-boggling that this little area could produce that many good horses.
Absolutely. Sandpail being the other one as well. But I'm just going to step over here for a second because we all know you didn't do it by yourself. And this lovely woman beside us and everybody to the right of us, it's a family operation. It has been over the years. Everybody steps in, whether it's from childcare, horses, fixing things that you break, John. We all know that still goes on. But Vicky, you're the glue that holds all of this together, and over the career, you've been the one who's had to manage everything. What does it mean to you to be a part of this this honor?
Well, my father owned a horse out here with Ray Lowry and started here in his career. And I continued on with John, and I used to groom here and sit up in the grandstand on those hard seats. But it's a lot of work in this business, and it's 7 days a week. Don't let them tell you it's only a few hours.
All right. Well, we've had the gracious host of the Canadian Hall of Fame gave us the video from your induction. So if our guys in the booth there can turn on in the in-house monitors, you can see the induction video from John's induction ceremony from August 6th. And we'll turn it over to them if they can hit play.
John Bax's journey into standardbred racing began unexpectedly when his family purchased a Peterborough area property that came with over 40 harness horses. That twist of fate launched an exceptional training career with 925 wins and more than 26.8 million in purses. His early breakthrough came with Fax Machine in the 1990s, but his most celebrated horse is Hall of Famer Good Times, a 50-time winner and once the richest Canadian-bred trotter with over 2.2 million in earnings.
Good Times hanging on for dear life with Corncob Conk. Good Times wins the Maple Leaf Trot.
Bax earned the 2001 O'Brien Award as Canada's Trainer of the Year after a standout season that included Duke of York's Breeders' Crown victory.
Duke of York! Duke of York has captured the crown.
Other standouts from his barn include Define the World, a 2008 O'Brien Divisional winner, and Riveting Rosie, who won Ontario Sires Stakes Super Finals and O'Brien Awards in 2013 and 2014.
And it's Riveting Rosie still there. She's 2.5 lengths clear, and it's a Paul McDonnell masterpiece with Riveting Rosie.
In the 2014 Peaceful Way Stakes, Bax trained horses finished in the top 3 positions.
Bax pupils 1, 2 in deep stretch. Stubborn Bell or Juanita's Fury. Stubborn Bell, Juanita's Fury. Stubborn Bell holds on to win.
A respected judge of yearlings and a dedicated industry leader, Bax served as a director with both the Ontario Harness Horse Association and the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. He retired from training in 2022 after achieving a personal best in earnings and winning his first Johnston Cup as the leading trainer in the Ontario Sires Stakes.
Congratulations to John and Vicky Bax and the entire Bax family. Well deserved. John Bax with over 925 wins as trainer, more than 26.8 million in purse earnings. A great honor for John Bax, and it's nice to see so many people close to him there in the winner's circle for that presentation. We tip our hat to Lindsay Bax for coordinating all this as well. John Bax, great man. Looking ahead to race number 7. Post time coming up in about 8 minutes from now. 6 will go to the gate. There's no changes for tonight's 7th race. Horses on track for the 7th race. Number 1 is Beach Roller. Ryan Guy aboard for trainer Brian Gibson, owned by Bill Gibson. Number 2, Why Wouldn't Ya? Dave Brown drives, trains, and shares ownership with Gary Bruther. 3 is Rusty's Bet. Brad Ray aboard for trainer Amanda Riley, owned by Vincenzo Strangis. Number 4, Instantaneous. Nick Boyd captains the drive for trainer Amanda Riley and owner Vincenzo Strangis. The 5, Gypsy Joe. Doug High for trainer Mary Lee Quinn, owned by Robert Quinn. 6 is Mighty Mock. Reg Gassian for owner and trainer Jeff Durham. Field of 6 go postward for tonight's 7th race. Post time in about 4 minutes from now. Last call for 50-50 tickets for our Ontario Standardbred Adoption Society draw. Going to draw the winner after the 8th race. So if you got a couple of bucks just floating around in the bottom of your pocket, go grab a ticket. Tickets $2 each, 3 for $5 for your Ontario Standardbred Adoption Society 50-50 draw. Winner could take home over $400. Inside 3 minutes till post time. Two-minute warning. Starting gate moving into position for tonight's 7th race. Under a minute until post time as the wings open up for race number 7. Starter calling the field to the gate. Field of 6 line up from the rail out. Number 1 is Beach Roller with Ryan Guy. 2, Why Wouldn't Ya, has Dave Brown. 3, Rusty's Bet with Brad Ray. The 4, Instantaneous with Nick Boyd. 5, Gypsy Joe with Doug High. On the outside, number 6, Mighty Mock with Reg Gassian. Field of 6 for this 7th race. Horses are in the hands of the starter. It's post time. It rolls down the backstretch for tonight's 7th race. 6 on the gate. They're picking up speed, and there they go. And they're off and pacing, and out from the 5-hole, it's Gypsy Joe alongside Rusty's Bet. From between on the inside, that's a Beach Roller, and Instantaneous getting away in 4th. Into that first turn, Why Wouldn't Ya is sitting 5th, and Mighty Mock is 6th. Through that turn they go. Rusty's Bet and Brad Ray, they've got the lead as they race through that first turn towards the opening quarter. Beach Roller Pocket sitting in 2nd and racing 3rd. That's a Gypsy Joe, 27-2 to the first quarter. Single file, they come at you. And it's Brad Ray and Rusty's Bet. They've got the engine. Beach Roller is sitting in 2nd, followed by Gypsy Joe and Instantaneous 4th. Racing in 5th, that's Why Wouldn't You? The trailer is Mighty Mock as they move towards the halfway point. In front, Rusty's Bet showing the way. Beach Roller is still sitting in 2nd, and now on the attack comes Instantaneous out from 4th, 57 and 3 to the halfway point. Racing in 4th on the inside, that's Gypsy Joe. Why Wouldn't You? Grab some second over cover, and Mighty Mock still trails the field as they move by the 5/8 mark, 3/8 to go, and Rusty's Bet still sets the pace. On the inside, sitting in 2nd, that's Beach Roller. Instantaneous on the outside, 3rd. Racing in 4th, that's Why Wouldn't You? Locked in along the rail is Gypsy Joe, and Mighty Mock, 126 and 1 to the 3/4, and they race through the far turn. In front, it's Rusty's Bet, just a half a length the best, as Instantaneous looking very dangerous on the outside. Why Wouldn't You? Fanning out 3 wide. Beach Roller locked in on the inside, and Gypsy Joe, they come for home. They're chasing Rusty's Bet, who leads it. Instantaneous, the outside way wide goes Why Wouldn't You? Here comes Instantaneous. Rusty's Bet holds off. A persistent Instantaneous. 3rd was Why Wouldn't You? 154 and 4. Numbers up. 3, 4, 2, 5. Here comes your winner, number 3, Rusty's Bet. 2-1 return for the 4-year-old gelding by Bettor's Delight. Out of the Pan Pacific Flight mare, Don't Tell Russ. Owned by Vincenzo Strangis of Toronto. Amanda Riley trains with Brad Ray captaining the win. Rusty's Bet. Sharp in the performance with a gate to wire trip, 154 and 4. Second win in 2025 for Rusty's Bet. Official 3425, Rusty's Bet 690, 320, 240, Instantaneous 310, 210, Why Wouldn't You? 290. 34 Exactor 2980, your 342 Triactor 5260.
Hey, Evan. Don't forget, non-winning tickets, we will draw here after the 7th race and again after the 9th. Don't forget to put your non-winning tickets in the second chance draw bin here on the main floor. We will be drawing momentarily.
Order up for the 7th race, Beach Roller 5th, Why Wouldn't You 3rd, Rusty's Bet, your winner, Instantaneous 2nd, Gypsy Joe 4th, and Mighty Mock 6th. Top down, 531, 246, Rusty's Bet, 154 and 4. Post time for the 8th race to kick off the late double. Set to go in about 9 minutes from now. It's your Star for Feed Service featured race of the night.
Evan, we're just about to close the non-winning ticket draw here. Anybody, the last ones here for race 7? And we're going to make a draw here. Hurry! And we have one more after this for the $200 Walmart gift card every night here at Kawartha after the very last race. But this one here is a pizza kit. Not the actual pizza, but the kit. So you can make your own pizzas at home. All right. The last ones are just put in here. Make sure they are non-winning. All right, the door is closed. Do you want to come spin? All right, right here. What's your name?
Cohen.
Cohen here is going to spin this thing around and around a couple of times. You get going. There you go. And spin it. Keep going. One more time. All right, now we get this back up to the top. I'm going to take this. Diane Remington, if you are here, make your way to the second chance table to collect your prize. Diane Remington.
Diane Remington, you're a winner. Diane Remington. Horses on track for tonight's 8th race. It's your Star for a Feed Service featured race of the night. We kick off the late double. Number 1, Better Be Going. Reg Gassing aboard for trainer Wilford Perot, owned by Grant and Joanne Kernow. Number 2, Hamac Victor, Brad Ray driving for trainer Amanda Riley, owned by Barry McLennan. Number 3, PL Aussie, Nick Boyd for trainer Amanda Riley, owned by Bryn Campbell and Barry McLennan. The 4, Sauble Ace, Ryan Guy driving for trainer Otis Hall, owned by Sauble Hill Farms and Nasacito Racing Incorporated. 5 is Artie's Ideal, Damian McLennan in the bike for trainer Kyle Fellows, owned by the Hutt Racing Stable.
Evan, we're still looking for Diane Remington.
Diane Remington, if you are around, you are the winner in our second chance draw. Diane Remington, we'll give you another minute or two, and if you don't show, we'll probably be drawing another name out of the drum.
If she doesn't show, we will draw 2 prizes at the end of the night.
Oh,
we'll give her to the last race.
You bet. Sounds good, Lindsay. Diane Remington. As well, last chance to purchase tickets for the Ontario Standardbred Adoption Society draw 50-50 tickets. Winner is going to be drawn after this upcoming 8th race. 3 minutes to post time. Inside a couple of minutes until post time for this upcoming 8th race, your star for a feed service featured race of the night. It's the 3 PL Aussie right now at odds of 3 to 5. Takes a lifetime mark of 148-2 over 28 career victories, 350,000 in purse earnings. Second choice on the board is the 4 Sobble Ace. 5-year-old Better Than Cheddar horse with 151,000 in lifetime earnings. 13 career wins. Takes a mark of 151 as a 3-year-old. And the 5 Artie's Ideal over 720,000 in career earnings. Sports a mark of 150-1. 9-year-old son of American Ideal, recently taking the pop-up series at Mohawk, going off at odds of 83 to 1. The 3, the 4, and the 5 right now are your top 3 picks. Some good value coming out of the 5. Artie's Ideal right now at 4 to 1. Starting gate moving into position for tonight's 8th race. It's your preferred pace coming up and starting of the late double here at Kawartha Downs. Preferred Pacers lining up to the gate for tonight's 8th race. From the rail out, number 1, Better Be Going with Reg Gassi, and the 2 is Howmack Victor with Brad Ray aboard. 3, PL Aussie has Nick Boyd in the bike. 4, Sabal Ace with Ryan Guy, and on the outside, it's the 5, Artie's Ideal with Damian McLennan. Field of 5. In the hands of the starter, it's post time. Over $1.5 million in total purse earnings of this field coming at you for tonight's 8th race. The gate swings down the backstretch. Field on the move. And there they go, and gapping the gate, it's the 1, Better Be Going, and they're off. And pacing with Artie's Ideal, first out from the 5-hole, PL Aussie down the middle, and there's Sabalesa racing in 3rd. 4th off the wings, Howmack Victor, Better Be Going, is sitting in 5th. We got a battle up front as they race into that first turn. PL Aussie is keeping Artie's Ideal to the outside. No hole opening up as Sabalace will close that gap. They go by that opening quarter-mile mark in a sparkling 25-2. Leading the way, it's a PL Aussie and a Nick Boyd. They've got the front. PL Aussie by about 4 lengths right now. Sabalace sitting in 2nd. Artie's Ideal is tucked in, riding in 3rd. About 6 further back, and it's Howmack Victor, followed by Better Be Going. Field is well spaced out. They're chasing PL Aussie, who leads it as the field races towards the half. PL Aussie with a 5-length cushion. 53 seconds is your halfway point, and PL Aussie sets the pace. Closing ground, Sabalace now to within 3.5. Racing in 3rd. That's Artie's Ideal. Back to Howmack Victor and Better Be Going. 3/8 of a mile remaining. PL Aussie leads it now by 3. Sabalace sitting in 2nd. Racing in 3rd. That's Artie's Ideal. Followed by Howmack Victor and Better Be Going. At the 3/4, PL Aussie. 1:21. PL Aussie setting torrid fractions as they race through that far turn. PL Aussie the lead now a couple of lengths. Sabalace is sitting in 2nd, about 5 back to Artie's Ideal. They come for home with 1/8 of a mile remaining. On the inside, that's PL Aussie. To the outside goes Sabalace. Going to try and run him down. PL Aussie and Sabalace. PL Aussie gate to wire, getting it done in 1:50-1. PL Aussie in front. Sabalace, Howmack Victor, the show spot. Numbers up, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Hey, Evan. We've got a 50-50 number.
All righty, Lindsay, you betcha. You know what? We also have a new track record set up here for aged horses. So we might have, I think Nick's coming right now, Lindsay. So maybe we'll get to that 50-50 in just a moment if we could.
Yes, we have a number 8195812. 8195812.
It's official. 3, 4, 2, 1. For an aged horse here at Kawartha Downs, you've just witnessed a all-time track record here at Kawartha Downs. Previously set by Hilarious Halo back July 23rd of 2011. A mark of 150-2. That one now surpassed 150-1 for an aged horse. PL Aussie doing the damage. Congratulations to all the connections. Trainer Amanda Riley and the Riley Stables. PL Aussie, 7-year-old son by Sunshine Beach. Out of the Village Jiffy Mare, Taylor Lane Action. Owned by Bryn Campbell, Barry McLennan. Amanda Riley trains with Nick Boyd captaining yet another win on tonight's card. PL Aussie, 150-1. Going gate to wire in tonight's 8th race. 4th win in 2025. And a new all-time track record for an aged horse here at Kawartha Downs. 150-1 for PL Aussie in your Star for Feed Service featured race of the night. Prices up. PL Aussie 380, 220, 210. Sable Ace 260, 210. Almac Victor 270. 3-4 Exactor $7.90. Your $1 pick 3 of 3, 3, and 3 returning $39.45. Your 3-4-2 $1 Triactor returning $15.65. Order up for the 8th race. Better Be Going 4th. Hamac Victor 3rd. PL Aussie your winner. Sabale 2nd. And Artie's Ideal was 5th. Top down 4-3-1-2-5. PL Aussie the best. Setting a new track record for aged horses. 150-1. Post time for the 9th and final. Set to go in about 8 minutes from now. No changes on your program.
Hey, Evan, if somebody is missing a lovely phone from the ladies' washroom, there's a beautiful picture of an animal on it that has 4 legs. It wears a face mask, and it has a person on top of this animal riding it. You might want to come to the second chance booth because I have your phone.
Anyone missing a cell phone out there?
And your dad is calling.
Trotters on track for tonight's 9th and final. Number 1 is Esquire Damian McLennan for trainer Mark Winnicott, owned by Donald Smith, Donna Parker, and John James. The 2 is Ultra Lady, Dagfinn Hendrickson. He does it all. Welcome, dog. Number 3 is Gee, I'm Handsome. Reg Gassing in the bike for trainer Mark Johnson, owned by Denise Ball. Number 4, PL Sriracha. Brad Ray driving for trainer Katie Huskinson, owned by the Princely Acres, PL Jill LLC, and Alan Christensen. 5, RJ Flash. Samara Johnson driving for trainer Mark Johnson, owned by Denise Ball. Number 6, Danish Brew. Nick Boyd captains the drive for the Blair Burgess stable, and David Anderson. Nick Boyd also doubles as trainer. 7, Incredible Hall. Drew Smythe drives and trains for owner Paul Smythe. 7 Trotters go postward for tonight's 9th race. Post time in about 4 minutes. 2-minute warning. Under a minute remaining until post time for this upcoming 9th race as the starting gate moves into position. Don't forget our next card of harness racing action set to go for next Saturday night, the usual post time of 6 o'clock. It's our Think Pink night at the races next Saturday as we support breast cancer awareness. And coming up on Saturday, September 6th, it's our Wiener Dog races coming back to Kawartha Downs. So if you have an entry, contact Lindsay Seeley here at Kawartha Downs. Starter, calling the field to the gate for tonight's 9th and final. From the rail out, number 1 is Esquire with Damian McClellan. The 2, Ultra Lady with Dagfinn Henriksen. Number 3, I'm Handsome with Reg Gassian. 4, PL Sriracha with Brad Ray aboard. The 5, RJ Flash with Samara Johnson. 6 is Danish Brew with Nick Boyd. And on the outside, it's the 7, Incredible Hall with Drew Smythe. 7 trotters on gate for tonight's 9th and final here at Kawartha Downs. It's post time. Gate swings down the backstretch for tonight's 9th race. We do it again next Saturday night. Post time set to go for 6 o'clock. It's Think Pink night at the track. And they're off and trotting in the finale and out like a shot from the 2-hole. That's Ultra Lady gaining the advantage. It's Esquire, second off the wings from the outside. Danish Brew and PL Sriracha. Top 5 start there for I'm Handsome. It's RJ Flash and Incredible Hall, your final 2. Ultra Lady leading the way, and there's Esquire going off stride as to pull into the safety line. It's Ultra Lady and Dagfinn Henriksen taking the field by that opening quarter in 28 and 4. And as they come at us for the first time, Ultra Lady followed by PL Sriracha and Danish Brew. I'm Handsome trots in 4th. RJ Flash is 5th. Incredible Hall and Esquire resets but trails the field. In front, it's Ultra Lady and Dagfinn Henriksen leading the way into the clubhouse turn. PL Sriracha, Danish Brew. There's G. I'm Handsome, now on a move out from fourth, now sits third. By the half, it's Ultra Lady there in a minute flat. Ultra Lady now with some breathing room opens up to about 5 on the field as they spin off the turn and go down the backside. G. I'm Handsome on the outside, now second. PL Sriracha, RJ Flash was second over cover in fourth. On the inside, there's Danish Brew racing in fifth. Esquire trying to catch the pack to improve position in Incredible Haul, but it's all Ultra Lady by about 5 lengths by the 3/4 mile mark in 1:28. 28-second last fraction. Ultra Lady pulling away now by 6. G. I'm Handsome trotting in second. RJ Flash third. Danish Brew looks to improve from fourth. Esquire now fifth. They come off the turn, an 1/8 of a mile remaining, and it's all Ultra Lady. Ultra Lady in front. G. I'm Handsome trying to close and is doing so. Ultra Lady is leaking oil. G. I'm Handsome. Ultra Lady digs in. Ultra Lady gets every inch. Ultra Lady measures it, gets it done. 159 and 1 for Ultra Lady. G. I'm Handsome and Danish Brew. Numbers up 2, 3, 6, 5.
Don't forget, non-winning tickets in this draw. We will be drawing here after this race is made official. Any non-winning tickets in the draw, we will be doing 2 draws because we have 1 unclaimed prize.
Numbers up 2, 3, 6, 5. There's your winner of tonight's 9th race, number 2, Ultra Lady. Going the distance in gate to wire format, 6-year-old daughter by Love You out of the Gomi Mador mare, Caddy Athena. Owned, trained, and driven to victory by Dagfinn Hendrickson. Ultra Lady, 159, first win in 3 tries in 2025. Great to see the dog back here at Kawartha Downs. Good job, Dagfinn. Now official 2, 3, 6, 5. 2, 3, 6, 5. Ultra Lady returning 580, 390, 280. G. I'm Handsome 450, 260. Danish Brew $3. 2-3 Exactor 51.10. Late double of 3 and 2 returning 17.70. Your 2, 3, 6 $1 Triactor returning $56.55.
If you haven't already done so, put your last non-winning tickets of the night in the bin. We will be drawing 2 prizes, one unclaimed and one for the $200 Walmart gift card. We're just going to give it a couple more minutes here just for the last stragglers of the night, and we will be drawing soon.
Order up for the 9th race, Esquire 5th, Ultra Lady your winner, GM Handsome 2nd, PL Sriracha 6th, RJ Flash 4th, Danish Brew was 3rd, and Incredible Hall finishing 7th. Top down, 512-6437. Ultra Lady, gate to wire winner in 159-1. And with that 9th race, we've been to a close. Another card of harness racing action here at Kawartha Downs. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves and will return soon. Our next card set to go for next Saturday evening. Post time set to go for 6 o'clock. It's our Think Pink night at the track. So come on out and support the cause for breast cancer awareness. Until then, Evan Lauk signing off from Kawartha Downs. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves and will return soon. Have a good weekend and enjoy your week. Good night.
I've got Michelle Olson here, and Michelle is a trainer of the backstretch, and we're just going to close this up for the first one here. And we're going to give this, Michelle's going to give this thing a great big spin here. We're going to draw for the pizza kit. This is the unclaimed prize from race 7. And we're going to stop here, spin it around, we're going to put this keys back in. We're going to do this. Michelle's going to reach in. She's going to grab a nice ticket. Diane Remington, are you here? You apparently really want this prize because you've drawn it twice now. Draw again, Michelle. Sydney Conlin, are you here? Sydney Conlin. Sydney Conlin. Going once, going twice. Michelle, draw again. Wendy Benson, are you here? Wendy Benson, are you here? Going once, going twice. All right, keep going. We're going to keep going until we get a winner here for this the pizza kit. Josh D'Amatos. And if this is a throw back to memory lane. All right, Michelle. This is for the $200 Walmart gift card. The big one. Nate Beavis. Nate Beavis, are you here? Where'd the card go? Do you have the ID?
I do.